Be still and breathe, for I have been waiting for this exact moment to speak to your weary soul. You are looking at the wreckage of your plans and calling it a mistake. You are looking at the timing of your struggle and calling it cruel. You've been asking me, why now, when I was finally getting ahead? Why now, when I was already at my breaking point? But I am here to tell you that this was not a lapse in my judgment, it was a divine collision. I allowed the storm to hit you at the worst time to ensure that when the miracle happens, it could only be attributed to me. I interrupted your good to prepare you for my great. Listen carefully, the timing of your trial was engineered to isolate you from your own strength so you could finally discover mine. Stay until the final second, for I am about to reveal the 2026 secret weapon that was birthed in this very crisis. To activate your divine purpose, like this video, comment "This was no mistake," and subscribe with the bell to all. Share this with 5 people who feel like life is hitting them while they're down. Obey me, and watch the chaos turn into a crown. Section 2. Child, I am the God who moves in the middle of the too much. You thought the timing was a coincidence, but I am the one who synchronized the clock. I allowed that door to close when you had no other options because I wanted to prove to you that I am your option. If I had let this happen when you were strong, you would have taken the credit for the survival. I let it happen now so you could see that even when you are nothing, I am still everything. I am using this worst time to perform a best work in your spirit. I am gutting the house so I can rebuild the palace. Stay in this stillness. Fulfill the decree, hit the like button and comment, God's timing is perfect, even when it hurts. Section 3. In the year 2026, I am showing you the bullet you dodged because of this worst time event. If I had let you proceed on the path you were on, you would have walked right into a 2026 catastrophe that would have been permanent. I tripped you up now to save you from falling off a cliff later. I am performing a destiny reroute. You feel like you're losing time, but I am actually banking time for your future. Do not skip. The 2026 blueprint of your strategic setback is being revealed to your spirit now. Command your trust, comment I am being redirected, not rejected, and ensure the bell icon is pushed for your daily orientation. Section 4. I am now neutralizing the spirit of panic that has been screaming in your ear since this happened. Panic is the enemy's way of keeping you from seeing the exit sign I have already lit up. I am placing a supernatural calm over your mind. From this moment on, you will stop asking why did this happen? And start asking what is God building? In 2026, you will be known for your crisis-proof peace. You are being trained to lead in the storm. Show your strength. Subscribe and share this with 3 people who are currently in an emergency. Section 5. Observe the structural integrity of your faith. I allowed the worst time to come to show you that you are unbreakable. You didn't realize how strong you were until strong was the only choice you had left. I am using this pressure to turn your carbon into diamond. In 2026, you will be the one people turn to when their world falls apart, because you have the authority of the survivor. You aren't just going through it, you are growing through it. Obey my decree, like, share, and comment, I am diamond under pressure. Section 6. I am reaching into your 2026 destiny and pulling forward the laughter of the redeemed. I am the God who gets the last word. While the enemy is celebrating your bad timing, I am preparing your big reveal. Because you didn't curse me in the worst time, I am going to exalt you in the best time. I am giving you a public restoration for your private pain. To confirm your vindication, like this video and comment, my suddenly is coming. Section 7. I am performing a spiritual calibration of your perspective. I am giving you eagle eyes to see the big picture. You see the problem of the weak, but I see the victory of the decade. Tonight, I am lifting the heavy fog of confusion. You will wake up tomorrow with the realization that the very thing that broke you was the thing that released you. You are being unchained through the struggle. Show your alignment, subscribe and comment. I see the hand of God in the dark. Section 8. My beloved creation, the 2026 shift is total. The worst time was actually the only time this transformation could happen. You are safe. You are held. You are being positioned for a level of influence that requires this exact level of testing. The trial of the bad timing is finished. The era of the divine setup has begun. Stay for the final silence. Do not leave. Let the frequency of absolute assurance fill your heart. Type "It was all for my good" and stay until the screen goes black. Section 9. I am removing the weight of regret that makes you feel like you missed your window. You've been looking at the clock, thinking you've run out of time because this happened so late in the game. But I am the God who stops the sun. I am the God who can compress 20 years of progress into 20 months. I allowed this delay at the worst time to ensure that when you finally arrive at your 2026 destination, you arrive with the wisdom of the wilderness. If you had reached it sooner, you would have been too immature to keep it. Now, you are seasoned. You are tempered. To acknowledge your readiness, like this video and comment, I am arriving right on time. Section 10. Listen to the sound of the old foundation cracking. You feel tired because you've been trying to patch up a life that I am trying to replace. The reason this crisis hit at the worst time is that you were about to invest your heart into something that was hollow. I had to let the false crumble so the true could be built. In 2026, you will walk through the halls of your new life and realize that every loss from this season was actually a subtraction for addition. I am clearing the land for your 2026 monument. Command your clarity, comment, I welcome the new, and ensure the bell icon is pushed for your daily architectural update. Section 11. I am auditing the silent endurance you've shown while everyone else thought you were failing. I see the nights you stayed upright simply because you refused to let the enemy see you fall. Because you held your ground at the worst time, I am giving you the keys to the city in your 2026. You are being promoted from a soldier to a general. You have proven that your faith isn't dependent on good weather. You are a storm walker. Show your authority, subscribe and share this with 3 people who are currently holding the line against all odds. Section 12. I am the God of the final flip. I am taking the very incident that the enemy meant to be your obituary and I am turning it into your introductory speech. In 2026, the world will ask, how did they survive that? And your answer will be my glory. The worst time was the perfect backdrop for a miracle. I am making your life a living proof that I can bring water out of a rock and life out of a grave. To lock in this reversal, like, share, and comment. My setback is my setup. Section 13. I am now sealing the 2026 preservation protocol over your resources. You were afraid that this worst time event would bankrupt your spirit and your pocketbook. But I am the God of manna in the desert. I am making it so that even in the middle of this crisis, your oil will not run dry and your flour will not fail. You will have just enough until you have more than enough. This season is teaching you that your supply comes from the throne, not the economy. Command your provision, comment, the Lord is my provider. Section 14. In the final months of 2026, you will sit in the garden of your peace and look back at this moment with a smile. You will realize that the worst time was actually the birth canal. It was tight, it was dark, and it was painful, but it was the only way to get you into the great expansion. You are being born into blessing. Stay until the final second to receive the 2026 anointing of the overcomer. Section 15. My beloved creation, the 2026 transformation is absolute. This was never a mistake. It was a masterstroke of my hand. You are being saved by the very thing you thought was destroying you. The trial of the bad timing is finished. The era of divine synchronization has begun. Stay for the final silence. Let the frequency of perfect order settle into your soul. Type God's timing is my triumph and stay until the screen goes black.